Hey, welcome back to Green Thumb, Black Thumb. This is Green Thumb Becky. Hey, I'm here to talk to you today about my big project for the summer. As you can see behind me, I've got all my GreenStalks. They're not looking great because this is kind of neglected actually. So what I have to do is dismantle all of these, plus the one in the front, and move them and get them ready for spring planting. But I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball, so you get to come along with me. All right, now this is the other part of my big project. I have to move all those GreenStalks I just showed you to here. This is right alongside of my pool deck. Why, pray tell, would I be moving them here? Well, later this summer, I'm getting knee replacement surgery. And the only way I'm going to be able to garden is with my GreenStalks. So I've had to do some serious planning this winter and early spring to get the types of plants that I want to have, or veggies I want to have in my GreenStalks. And step one with this is actually getting them moved over here. And I actually had to have my pool finished first, which it now is, so I can start the hard labor. So come along with me while I get my GreenStalks moved and get those seeds planted. Step one, laying out the tarp. Tarp laid. Step two, bringing out the GreenStalk sections. Next, remove all the plants. Next, dump the dirt in the center of the tarp. Step one done. Next, dump the rest of the dirt. Dirt done. Next, go through the soil, amend the soil, and fill the pots. Worm castings. Brand new bag of Dr. Earth's 222 all-purpose fertilizer. Not natural, but well, I don't know. Osmocote's vegetable and flower fertilizer. It is a slow release. I'm going to use the whole bag of this too. It's not my first choice, but it will work. Now we're going to do a little mixy mix. Now we're going to do a little mixy mix. All right, so maybe I should take these out of the bag. You just push this part into the hose and then turn this so that it fits tightly. This is the knob for the spigot, which literally will adjust the flow. And then you screw this part onto this and it flows into the lid, which then flows the water into the GreenStalk. This is the clip I was telling you about that I had in the pitcher, big pitcher. They come with several in the kit. Not enough in my opinion, at least for the way I'm using them. This is an elbow this actually goes into the hose end. And again, another fitting that you push into the hose and screw this on to make it tighter, and so it doesn't leak. See what else we got in here. Surprise, surprise, surprise. A T, which puts two hoses together. You got this end, and this end. So you get three hoses. This one goes in a different direction. Usually this would be along the ground, and up a GreenStalk. This would be an elbow if you're at the end of a GreenStalk, so you're going along the ground at the terminus and then up the final GreenStalk. And what's left is just the clips that I showed you earlier, just a bag full of necessary clips. So now I'm going to take this apart. Let's have fun watching Becky try to figure out how to take apart what she put together. I'm going to show you everything up close here on GreenStalk 1, but I'm going to be doing the same thing on all 7 of them. This is the irrigation. So what it does is when I get the clips assembled, this will be able to go snap into the clips, and I'll do them only on every other one. I told you about the thing fitting into the irrigation thing, and this is the flow control, and you can see this is off, this is on, and everything else in between is the amount that the flow goes. And what you do is, if I put the clips on all the odd ones, this is what I plan to do. I will line it up with one. Then tomorrow I will come back and I will turn it. Then I will move this, clip it in the clips in 3, turn it on, blah, blah, blah. Do that every day or every other day. It's important to me, and I think most gardeners, to make sure that all of their plants get equal amount of sunlight. So, on to the next step. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do with the odd, since 3 is right here. So, like I said, here's the clip, that's the back, that's the side that goes in. You see this part and this part. This goes in the back, this goes in the front, and this fits over the edge here, just like that. And then I'm going to skip this layer here, and I'm choosing to go in the center because it's easier for me. And there's 3, and the last one. And let's go back to 1. I'm just going to do the same. I'm not going to turn the camera at this point, but you get the idea. And then I will show you when I stick the irrigation tube in. And the last is number 5. Now I'm going to come back to 1 because that's a mighty fine place to start. Once again, let me go ahead and move this, stick that in, and this just pops right in. And there you go. If it were connected to water, I would soon be starting the water, and that's it. Let me go ahead and put the clips on all of the others. I have put in all the clips and all of these irrigation tubes. So I have big pipe, the ones that I haven't cut, and all the little bleeping ones that I have cut, and I left all of the connectors outside, which I have plenty of. So let's see what we can do. All right, so I need a big one between these. It's all about the connectors too. And a big one between these and these. And I'm gonna put the hose connector at the very end. A big one. Oh my God, these might actually work. Becky's excited. All right, that. And I'm gonna bring the little hose, and that's gonna work. All right, oh my gosh, Becky's excited. Connectors, lots more. So I need this elbow here, and a T all the way down until I get to the end where I need another elbow and the hose. Sweet! Oh my gosh! Oh, I probably should have brought the big one in just in case I needed it. A T, or yeah, T. I'll go back out and get the big one. A T. A T. A T. An elbow. And a hose. Aren't we happy? All right, so here's how it's gonna work. Like I showed you, I disconnected them. It's really the same thing. You push this in until it goes all the way, and then to connect it, you screw it back the other way until it starts, there we go, and it's going down, and it's tightening it, and it's really sealing that seal. It's that simple. That's it. And then I do the same on the other end, which I guess I did this just to keep these off the ground. But see how easy these pop out of the clips? The clips stay. And the other end of the T. Push it in and screw it the other way to tighten it. There you go. Voila. In this case, I have an elbow, a water pipe, put it in there. The last of the GreenStalks is now connected to the irrigation system, and I'm going to continue on, but you're not going to come along because it's boring. Hey there, we're on the last one, and honestly probably the most critical one. So this one has got the most parts. I need a T, the elbow I talked about, the one that's out of sight because I'm not going to lean over and go get it, one of those really short pieces that I cut that I thought, God, I wish I hadn't cut this. Now I'm grateful that I did. And the final long piece, plus the entire row that I have already put together. Look at that. All 7 of the others are already connected. I did have to run back and grab a shorter piece, not too short, and one of my inline connectors. But here's the last one. So let's put this together, the T. Just push that in. And I don't like to tighten the T until I get all the parts connected. And I'm pulling this out and pushing that in all the way. And this one I actually don't mind because it forces the others to be straight. And then a teeny tiny little piece that I was bemoaning earlier and now grateful that I have it. All right, now I'm going to screw these over just to tighten them. I have found also while doing this that the new pipe is a little stiffer, so if you're doing this on a hot day, which honestly I don't recommend, but if you are doing this on a hot day, let it sit out in the sun for a little bit. It will help it to relax. Now, the elbow. Again, push this in the end of the short pipe all the way in. Now this one, I want it to be flat on the ground. So we'll put that back in, and I'm adjusting that so it's flat on the ground. Take the final pipe. I don't want to bend that too much. The other one and this is a new pipe, so it requires a little more oomph. And screw that in so it's tight, and voila, that part is done. And this is the part that goes with the hose. Let's see if I can do it this way. Push this in. There you go, see? Screw that in so it's tight. There, you see it? I don't know if you can see it, but it's getting tighter. All right, next, time to hook up the hose and see if it works. I will bring you along for that when I get that done. I have just hooked up the irrigation, and it's time to see if it's working. All the water's running inside the GreenStalks, but since I have 8 connected, which is beyond the recommended limit, I need to see how each one's doing and adjust the flow. Here you can see in here, oh, it's not very, but I know why, because I mucked. This must be one of the ones that I had to adjust in the earlier. See, I just turned it off, so now it's fully flowing. That's a good flow rate, but let's see how it affects number 8 at the end, the yellow one. Oh, yeah, that's not cool. That's not. So 7 and 8 are getting nada. All right, so it's time to start adjusting. There we go. The first 2, but that was without any adjustment, started draining out the tubes. Now we're going to wait for 3, more importantly, number 8. That's going to be a while. Now, I'm going to come back later and just, with a gentle sprinkler, and top water these, because they have, the soil was moist-ish. When it went in, it's not anymore. You can see it sank. I'm gonna go get some more dirt and top them all off. The center pieces, the bowls that I showed you earlier, see this is filling up, and they're going down the drain holes, and they're coming out here. See how they're going down the drain holes? Look at that. So they are working as designed. Wait, there you can see it. It's coming out the little hole in this tier. So it's working completely as designed. Oh, there, starting to fill up, drip into the bottom tier. This is perfect. It just needs more time. I'm very pleased, and they will take some time to work. Here we go. Look at that. Number 6 is draining out the bottom, which means I probably can adjust the water a little bit more. There we go. Because it's really important for 7 and 8 to get theirs. They're gonna really need it since they're at the end of the line. Future Becky here. I just wanted to say that I've gone ahead and changed the irrigation system a little bit to help better the last 4 GreenStalks. So that would be 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I've gone ahead and put a Y attachment in the hose and given each of 4 GreenStalks the best chance at getting the most amount of water. GreenStalk, the company, recommends no more than 6 GreenStalks getting water at a time. I had 8, and that really pushed the system. So I went ahead and ratcheted that back to 4 for each watering, and that is working much better. All right. Well, that is setting up my GreenStalks. I really appreciate you coming along with me. Come along with me when I plant my seeds and you start seeing my dwarf tomatoes, my peppers, and my miscellaneous GreenStalk start to grow seeds. Thanks.